Hey guys, welcome back to Daisy Crochet, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we are going to go shopping at two different stores for a whole bunch of yarn. And this yarn is going to be used for both markets next year and just personal use and like making videos and stuff. And I'm really excited to show it to you guys because we got so much yarn for such good deals, So I'm really excited. We first are going to go to a yarn warehouse, which is like an hour away from my house, and it's actually where we went to the yarn tent sale last year, I think it was, and there's a video of that, so if you want to watch that you can. It was really fun, but we didn't go to the tent sale this year, so we went to the warehouse sale because the store is actually closing. The store's closed now, and so they moved all the rest of the yarn that they had into their warehouse across the street, and it's literally this huge building and it has just piles of yarn everywhere. It's like Candyland. It was a dream come true. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of yarn there, and then after I went to Michael's and I got a whole bunch of yarn there as well. So you guys are going to see all that, and I'll let you guys know the totals like of how much I spent, and we'll talk a little bit about the yarns afterwards. And it was really fun to take you guys along with me shopping and to show you guys everything that we bought. So I will stop yapping and you guys can now enjoy the video. There's no yellow. Hopefully there's yellow in the other spot. Hey guys, it's now the next day and it's really bright, so hopefully it looks okay, but I'm gonna give you guys a haul of everything that we bought. I didn't film too much in either store, mostly the yarn warehouse because I was scared they were gonna yell at me. But it was so cool in there. Like, it was literally like this giant warehouse, and then there was like boxes and boxes all over the place full of yarn, and it was mostly Bernat blanket and like stuff like that, so I got mostly that because I also am fully out of that stuff. And if I want to do another market like next year, which I'm planning on doing, a big part of what I do at markets is plushies with Bernat blanket and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure I had a lot because in past years I've always just had a lot of it, so I just don't have to buy any. This year's like the first year I actually had to buy a lot, and I was like, I'm not gonna make any money at these markets if I don't like get a good deal. So I did get a good deal, but I got mostly stuff from my market there, and they did have some acrylic and stuff. Fiona got a few skeins of acrylic, but I was like more focused on the market stuff, so I stayed focused on that. I might get more tomorrow. My mom's going back to where the warehouse is, so if I need anything, I'll let her know. But it was really fun in there. Like, it was so fun. We were trying to go super quickly because my cat was in the car because we were bringing her and Fiona back to my apartment, so we went really quick because we didn't want to leave her in the car, obviously. So just like we sped right through, got everything we wanted, and then we left. But it was buy two get two free, so I will let you guys know like the price of everything, and I'll do that yarn first. But then I also went to Michael's, and at Michael's I got stuff just for myself. Like, I might use some of it for market stuff, but it's all acrylic loops and threads, and I literally was just completely out of like all the colors I use all the time, so I couldn't make anything. It sucked. So I bought a bunch of acrylic, and it was on sale for $3.50 as well, so that was really great that I got good deals at both places. And yeah, I will now get into the warehouse sale yarn, and then we'll do the Michaels. Okay, so the first thing that we got at this sale, like I said before, everything was buy two get two free. It had to be like the same type of yarn though. So I first got two of these Bernat baby blanket. I like the Bernat baby blanket. I mostly use regular blanket, but sometimes I will get the baby blanket, especially when it's on a good deal like this. I just realized these are two different like packagings, but it doesn't really matter, they're the same. And I got two of these. It's baby blue, super cute, and I wanted to get lots of light colors because in the past, like last market season, I was struggling with, like, you know, if you're making a turtle, you don't really want the shell to be like lighter than the base or like the body. I feel like I only had really dark colors, so it was hard for me to make bodies for things like that. So I have this light blue, and you'll see like what I'm gonna pair it with coming up. And then to make the two free, intermission for my mom to vacuum. Okay, like I was saying, this is kind of a funny scenario. So it's 2 skeins of the baby yellow, and so before we went in to the yarn sale, I was literally like, said to my mom and sister, just make sure I don't buy yellow because it's the only color of like fluffy chenille yarn that I have. So I didn't want to buy any of it because like it's literally the only color we have, and we have like 2 or 3 different color variations. But then we all forgot about that, and I got 2 of these. They were free. But yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but at the same time, this is the baby yellow, so it's like super light, and I don't have any light yellow. Like the yellows that I have are all really dark, so it is really good to have this, and I'll be able to do like I said with turtles, like light body with like the yellow I already have shell, so that will work really well. And I'm actually really glad I got this, even though I said no yellow. Definitely broke that rule, but it's totally worth it because this is like different, right? So yeah, these were also $3 each, but 2 of them are free, so that was great. Okay, now we'll move on to the big burnout blanket skeins. One of them is a cake, which I've never had before, so that's pretty cool, but the other ones are skeins, I think. This is the cake, and it actually did like count towards the buy 2 get 2 free, even though this is like the baby blanket dappled, it says. So it's a cake, is different than the other ones, but I guess this is also baby blanket. I didn't realize that until now, but it says they're all weight 6s, although I find baby blanket a little bit thinner than regular blanket typically, but it doesn't really change anything for me usually. But this one is like super cool. It's kind of going in and out of focus, but it's like really light on the outside, then it gets a little darker inside, and then in the very center it's like light again. So I don't really know how this is gonna work up. I'm excited to try this out with you guys because I've never tried this yarn before at all, but I was kind of going for a solid colored light pink, but they didn't really have one other than this. So I got this because I kind of want to get a dark pink as well. That's like the one thing I didn't really get, but this will also work with some of the ones that I've bought that you'll see now. So this is the first one, and let's move on to the next one. This is the next one. Apparently this is also baby blanket. It definitely feels like regular blanket yarn to me, but it says it's baby blanket, and it's also this sparkle yarn. I'm not sure if you can really tell on camera, but I've never used the sparkle yarn, but Fiona has, and it actually sold so well at markets. Like she used light pink. It was so cute. So I really wanted to grab the sparkle yarn. And I think, yeah, that's the only one I got, but they also had this super cute light purple that Fiona was gonna get, so I didn't get it, but I don't think she's gonna be getting it. And then they also had a light blue and a light yellow. Like it was so cute, but I got this one. It matches really good with the other colors I'm going to show you, and I'm so excited to use it because again, this sold really well at our markets in the past, like for Fiona. So I'm excited to try this one out, and this color is so pretty. It's called, oh, I don't know what that says, Freesia Sparkle. Don't quote me on that, but it's really cute. Honestly, like I probably could use these 2 together as well. That would be fine. So that's really cute. And then also when I'm getting yarns for markets, I like to do some like pinks and purples and some blues and greens, and then I have yellow usually as well. I know that that's like kind of stereotypical of me, but I do find that certain people gravitate a lot towards like blue and green, and then other people gravitate towards pink and purple. So it's nice to have both, because sometimes if you have like a little boy and you don't have any options that he will like in his favorite color, you know what I mean. I know you can like whatever color you want obviously, but that is what I found in the past, is it's good to have some of like both of those types. So that's what I do. So that's pink and purple, and then this is the blue I was talking about that's going to go with this one. These are so cute together. I can't wait to make so much stuff with this. Like actually I'm so excited. This is like regular blanket yarn, but it's the Brights collection, I guess. I don't know, they had so many different types, but it was all like counted towards the buy 2 get 2 free, so that was great. And this is called Busy Blue. I think me or Fiona have had this yarn before. I really like it. It's cute. It's just a basic blue, but I did get this because I wanted it to go with the light blue, and I wanted one of those like greeny blue type colors to have on my display. I also already have a bit of green blanket yarn, and then like my market stock that I have left over from last season is like some of it's green because that's the color that I used last year a lot. So hopefully I'll have a good selection and I won't need to buy like another skein of like green or blue or something. So yeah, I think this one will be really useful for me to have as well. And then moving on to the very last thing we bought, it is this crazy one. I love this one. This is probably my favorite. Fiona actually found this one and she was gonna get it, but then she changed her mind, so I was like, I'm getting it. Because if you guys don't know, we don't usually buy the same yarns for markets because that's how we tell our products apart. Like, it's very easy for us to like be like, oh, I use that yarn, that's my product, because we like always split our booth and like split our booth fee. We have a business together, so when we do markets together, it's just way easier to do it that way so that we don't get confused of like, whose is that? I have no idea. So, because we make the same products. So yeah, this is the one that I got and I was really happy that Fiona didn't want it anymore. This is also a baby blanket, apparently. It does look a little bit thinner, I guess, now that I'm looking at it, but it is, oh my god, the color is called Jelly Beans. That's so cute. I love it. Oh my god. But guys, literally look at this. It matches so good with this blue and it matches so good with this sparkle purple. I can't. I'm obsessed. Like, imagine like a jellyfish with like these three colors. I literally can't. So cute. But yeah, I'm really excited to have all of these yarns, and these like bigger skeins, I'm pretty sure that they were all $8, and at this store, like the store that they had at the warehouse before it closed, they were selling Bernat blanket, like the big skeins that I'm showing you, for $14.99 each. So I definitely got a deal because I would have spent $30 on two of those, 30 plus with tax, and you'll see how much I ended up spending. Not that. So the total, oh wait, they were actually $9 each. My bad, but it's still really good. So they literally just put on the receipt that I got two of the big blanket yarns, even though I got four, for $18, and then I got two of the Bernat baby blanket smaller skeins for $3, but I got four. So the total was $24, and then with tax it was $27.12 for all of that yarn. That's literally insane. I'm so happy that I got all of that, and this will literally be like good. I'm set for my market season, so that's really amazing because I literally only spent under $30 for all my yarn for my markets, so that's a big win for me. And I'm really sad that the warehouse won't be around forever because it's literally only there because the store's closed. But I'm still really excited that I got to go and get all of this amazing yarn. So I probably won't be using much of it until like next year, so stay tuned. But I am really excited to use it to mark prep and stuff, so get excited for that as well. So now let's move on to the Michaels yarn that we also got yesterday. Okay, so like I said before, all this was $3.50 plus tax, and I just got as much as I could, but there was two yarns that I wanted to get at Michaels that were sold out, so that's out too, but I'll tell you what they were after. All of it is Lipsmith with acrylic, and the first one I got is just this leaf green. At least I think that's what it's called. It is just leaf green. I love leaf green. I've used it for a ton of things, and my leaf green is pretty much all gone, especially after I made that mosaic sweater. Like, a lot of these colors are from the mosaic sweater because it used a lot of yarn. So this is the first color, and yeah, this is just one that I always pick up. All of these are like yarns I've had before, so yeah. Actually, not all of them are yarns I've had before. There's a new one, but this next one is definitely one I've used before. It is ginger, and it's this orange. I also use this in the mosaic sweater, and I'm going to need to use this pretty soon because I actually have a whip with this color that I ran out of. It is a hat, and I was literally about to use this yarn last night, even though I hadn't filmed this yet, but I realized I accidentally left the hat whip at my apartment. That was literally there yesterday, so it's kind of annoying, but I'll have to do that once we go back to school. So yeah, there's just this color, and I'm really excited to finish that hat, and I'll probably use this for a lot of other stuff too because orange is literally my favorite color. Okay, and then this color is the new color that I got. It's similar to the ginger color, but it's not the same, and I think it's called Clay. Yeah, it's called Clay. This is a new color, I think, because I've never seen it before. It definitely looks really red on the camera, but like, let me show you with the ginger color. They're like quite similar, but this one's a little bit brighter and less muted, so I really like it. I think it's super cute, and I don't know what I'm gonna make with this yet, but it looks really pretty, and it definitely looks red, but again, I think it's orange. It's definitely like orangey red, and I don't know, I probably won't use these together because they don't really, maybe they do go together, I don't know, but it will be really good in like sets with this color. And you know, I just saw this at Michael's like a while ago and I wanted it, but I didn't get it, so now I have it and I'm excited to use it. We have 3 more yarns from Michael's. So the first one is just pretty boring, but it is off-white. This is it. I use a lot of off-white. This is probably the loops and threads acrylic that I've bought the most out of all of them, because I've just used this for a bajillion things, and this one in particular I needed more of because I ran out of it, obviously, but also I have a project in mind for this one, and I don't really have a project in mind for all the other ones. But this one I was going to pair with, I think it's called Dark Taupe, but that might be completely wrong. I do still have some of that one, which is nice because I can start the project, but I probably will have to go back to Michael's if I want to finish it. And they were actually out of stock of that color, which is really annoying because this is the one project I actually knew I wanted to make. But I only got the off-white for it, so yeah, it's a sweater, and I'll show you guys eventually when I make it. But yeah, I got the off-white for it, so that's good. But I still need the dark taupe. But again, I do have some, so we can start it, but we probably won't be able to finish it. And then, since I was mad that I couldn't get the other brown that I wanted, I decided to get this brown, and it is called Dark Chocolate. It's just a dark brown. I don't even know if this is the darkest brown you can get from Loops and Threads. I don't think it is, but it's pretty dark and I really like it. I've used this color before, but I used it up in my scrap yarn pants, so I finally got more. And I do use this color a lot, but I haven't been using it recently because I use it all in my pants. So I got more of it. And all the colors I got really do match like really well. So this will probably be used with those colors that I bought, and also just for whatever else I figure out that I want to make with it. And the last color, this is one that I think I've only had one skein of in the past, but I love it so much, and like this is definitely going to be one of the most frequently bought ones for me from now on because it's so pretty. It's called Mushroom, and this is what it looks like. I'll show you it with the off-white because it actually is pretty different in my opinion. So this is the off-white, and then this is the mushroom. I guess it's not that different, but like it's more like gray toned and stuff, I guess. I don't know. This one's like more yellowy. This one's more like gray. I love this color. It goes really well with like every color that you pair it with, especially the colors that I bought. But yeah, I used this in my mosaic sweater. I used it in my scrap yarn pants. I use it for a lot of things, so I'm excited to have more of it because I can use it for a bunch of new things that I want to make. But yeah, this is the last one that we bought, and now I'm gonna give you the total from everything that we bought at Michael's. So at Michael's we bought 6 skeins of yarn, and at the warehouse we bought 8. So the Michael's total is actually cheaper. They were all only $3.50 each. So they were all $3.50. They're regularly $4.99, and I got 6 of them, and the total was $20.96 before tax, but with tax it was $23.68. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good. That means in total, if my math is correct, we spent just over $50 on yarn yesterday, and we literally got so much yarn. We got 14 skeins, I think. 14 different yarns. That's amazing. And I am really excited because I've been struggling to figure out what to crochet for a long time now because I literally have had no yarn. My giant bin that I usually keep all my yarn in is literally empty. So I'm really excited that I have tons now, and it'll probably last me a while. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this yarn haul and the shopping part as well, and let me know which one of these yarns is your favorite, and if you guys have any ideas of what I should make with this yarn, let me know because I always am looking for new ideas and inspo, and you guys always have really good ideas, so let me know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to see more videos like this one, and let me know what you guys are crocheting in the comments because you guys are always making the funnest stuff, so let me know. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!